Glorious day to you, my friends. Welcome to day number 69 of being, this blissful existence, illuminating and nurturing grace. Where for 144 days, we're going to be spending time with our inner being, allowing our inner being to reveal things to us. And we're going to use the simple tools of breathing and chanting. Mantra, the tools of the mind, and pranayama, the tools of the breath. Is both our breath and the mantra become our entire awareness, because we're focused. Our inner being has more room to show us who we really are. Interesting topic that they're going to talk about today. For 144 days. The imagery they gave me at the beginning is we're spiraling up the Great Pyramid, the pyramid of the self, to the edge of the matrix, the edge of this physicality. We're going to poke our head through the hub of the dharma chakra. We're going to use the Eye of Providence to gain a divine perspective on this reality. Since we're spiraling up, we're using the golden spiral, and we're using a Fibonacci sequence. During the first 55 days, the underlying energy was Vasundhara, the Earth Star Chakra, our root system, and with which we get our nourishment. And the underlying kosha that we were dealing with was the Annamaya kosha, where this food, this nourishment that comes through this root system, besides the fruit and the abundance from Gaia that we eat and consume and generate all these calories. And the theme during the first 55 days, the underlying theme that our inner being was working with us, is that we're loosening our attachments to the physicality and placing more of those roots in the spiritual, in our heart center, to get the true nourishment for our soul. During this 34-day segment, I believe it's day 14. I'll do that math later. It's day number 69. 55, 14, 69. The subtle energies, the subtle chakra, as we're dealing with Muladhara, our root chakra, and where the underlying kosha is the pranamaya kosha, this sheath, this overcoat of breath, where we can use this breath to help us nourish our entire body, but also nourish our soul. And the invite is to take more of the bricks of our foundation from Muladhara and place them in our heart center, to rely on the foundation that's in our heart. And we're going to utilize our breath, this pranamaya kosha, this power that's in this breath that's around us. In our energetic field, the power of this breath is here, as well as in the physical, in our lungs. During the first 55 days, and we split our chanting. We're chanting 144 times every day. We split it into 108 for the Mala of Joy. And in the first 55 days, that segment of embracing our physicality, Om Mani Padme Hum. Very magical chant. We are Hum. Om, the primordial sound of the universe. Mani, the jewel of Manipura, Padme, lotus, and our crown, Niaresko Uturu, and whom I am, or we are. We are the jewel of the lotus. Nitur Ushkana Haturyu, that's shining, where we can think of ourselves as a jewel that's shining our light while we're dwelling in our lotus of awareness. And the second half was this, we're reaching into spirit with the second half, and we're reaching in with this Ananda chakra, which rolls together the three aspects of spirit or spiritual nature. About this wisdom of our actions and what we create. In Sanskrit, it's the Bur, Burva, and Svaha. It's the essence of everything in this physicality. What Om generated, what Om first created in this physicality is the Bur, Burva, and Svaha, Iskanatana, the self, the essence of ourself. And as we, being the observer of it and the thinker of it all, we're thinking of the thing, the Bur. We derive wisdom and meaning from it, this Bur that we created, this Bhuva, and how we integrate it and what we do next with it is the Svaha. What do we do now? Ushatu Karshana Huturuta. And so we reached into spirit, into this divine aspect of creation with three, a chant of three. Om, Ah, Hum. Om, the wisdom. Ah, the emptiness. And Hum, I am the wisdom in the emptiness. So one way to say it is, as we deprogram ourselves, as we loosen our grip, our attachment to this physicality, we're inviting more of the emptiness. By inviting the emptiness, we're not bringing in this physicality. And then our inner being has all this space to reveal to us truth. Wisdom. Our being, our true nature. And in this 34-day segment, we have shifted down the chanting. We've built a pyramid of chants, one with 4 words, the next one with 3. Well, now our foundation that we're building with Muladhara is Oma Hum. In the first part, we're using the NG version, the Tibetan version, to reach out into the universe. Oma Hung. And during this 34-day segment, we're in the Mala of Joy segment, we're changing it to the version. We're embodying this wisdom of the emptiness. And this Oma Hung is a bridge chant, just like when we're reaching into spirit with this Mala of Ascension, this Ananda chakra, this guru bead. All those things are valid. When we're reaching into spirit with So Hung, this Tibetan version of O So Hum, O So Hum, whether we say it as hum or whom, it's still the me-ness, the individual whom. When we're looking up during our ascent around this pyramid of the self, we still think of ourselves as an individual. So the meaning of whom at that point is I am. I am this universe. So is that, but it's also the breath in. It's so many things, but we're inviting in all the thatness of the universe, and the subtle energy of the invitation is for us to see us in that. I am that. To see the common qualities between who I think I am, me, whom, whom I think I am, and that, all the things that we see and observe. Because the highest source of consciousness is doing exactly that. They know the highest source of consciousness. In other words, you, while dwelling in your lotus of awareness at the top of your pyramid of the self, you understand that you are consciousness itself. And you're at that 0 point where what you think gets created instantaneously and the meaning is already there. There's no observation necessary of the thing we just thought of. We get the meaning, we get the thing, and we do the comparison instantaneously. And we do this comparison because what is consciousness trying to do? Who am I? What am I? What is this thing called consciousness? And this is what all of us are doing, is contributing to the details of that awareness. So we're chanting Soham, Sohang during this Guru Bead section. But today, they want to talk about the power of the Shakti, the true power of you. There's so many ways to describe this Shakti energy. I feel, apparently I'm going to drink some water. Water is life, my friends. We can talk about it in terms of the divine feminine, the allowing, and the divine masculine. So down here, if we call each of our chakras dimensions, down here in Muladhara, that's our first dimension. We're only concerned with survival, fight or flight, and back in the day, humanity, when we were hunter-gatherers, that's all we did. We worked on our survival. We tried to survive from the animals, the elements, predators, and other humans. Can we eat? Can we survive the elements? Can we stay warm? All these things. And then in our spare time of trying to eat, of trying to survive, maybe we got a little creative. We started going up into the second dimension. So, if we take a look at the mandala, the picture of Anahata, the heart chakra, besides the 12 petals on the lotus, besides the green coloring, we have a triangle pointing upwards, and we have a triangle pointing downwards. The downward pointing triangle is meant to represent the Shakti, and the upward facing triangle is meant to represent the Shiva, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I'm sure you all know it already. Down here in the lower chakra, so if we make those triangles bigger and bigger and bigger and bring them outside of our physical bodies, or better yet, just bring it all the way to the edge of our arms. So this divine masculine energy is predominant down here in the lower chakras. It's density. Think of the density. There's so much density going on here. We just got to do with all this density. There's not a lot of allowing that happens. Now, we go up to the point, the top of our Great Pyramid. What's that mean? Well, in one sense, it means that there's not a lot of density going on, but it's also our focus. It's the whole idea behind samyama. We're holding a stream of thought. We are focusing and continuing the stream of thought, dharana and dhyana, to get to the point of samadhi, where we're understanding what we're seeing with our dharana and dhyana, and focus is our only tool. at that point. And as we go up higher and higher through the elements, because these are mapped earth, the dense, water, which is the molecules move more freely in water versus the solid objects. So it's the solid state, it's the liquid state, the transition state, this fire. Fire is simply visible evidence of matter changing form. Air, molecules, or the gaseous state, molecules are moving more freely and more freely. And when we get up here, this is the sound, it's vibration, and this is the light chakra. These two have to do with, this is the plasma state. More ways that each of the molecules can be formed. Possibilities. So it's less dense as we go up, and there's more possibilities of arrangement of the form of the molecules of this physicality. So we need extreme focus on how we're going to rearrange these things up here in the higher dimensions, in the less dense area up here. Shakti becomes more, the more useful tool here. It's now the possibilities, and when we go even up further and further and further now into the subatomic particles, that's how they describe everything, is the wave function, which is just a probability function, because they can't tell what it is. They can only tell where it was when they observed it, and then guess what? When they observe it, you got to update the wave function, because now the probabilities have changed because we have observed it. The possibilities of where it's going to go have changed, which is the same thing that consciousness is doing. So when we get up there, no matter how much we're focusing, we have to allow all of that stuff to happen. This is the power of the Shakti. Besides allow, besides the possibilities, in our human form, this power of the Shakti comes about through our imagination, our insight, our hopes. What can happen? That's an attraction point. Our focus, Abraham Hicks calls it, our belief system is simply thoughts that we continue to have. That's it. It reinforces, we're building this density of thought, which is our vibration, which is our attraction point, which is our belief system. And up here in the pyramid, the more we're focused on what we wish to create, the more that this Shakti responds to it and to us. Where the only thing we need to do is focus. That's it. That's all we need to do. We have to focus on our attraction point. It's not like we have to. When we do, this is this matrix. When we focus on a particular attraction point, by law, the energy flows to it. That's it. The energy flows to it. And then all these ideas of matter, which is part of this energy, get attracted to that attraction point, to the point of focus. Successful athletes, successful scientists, focusing on it, they converge on solutions. They converge on performance. And golf, there are many sports that require extreme concentration, extreme focus, like golf. And there's other ones that it's more like I'm in the flow and I just find the holes, I find the space, and they feed me the ball and I make the shot. Without a lot of analytical thought you just see the space and you fill it, and then you get fed, and boom, you take your shot. Which is the same thing we're doing in manifestation, which is the same thing as creation. When we're down here in the lower chakras, we see it as manifestation because we're trying to create this attraction point. As we get more and more in our heart, or when living up in this Vijnanamaya kosha, are in the higher aspects of ourselves, and when we actually get to this extreme focus state, that we're creating because we understand the rules of this matrix, and we understand it's all thought. That's it. This is how we got created anyway. We got created by God because God consciousness continued to think. And he says, well, how can I continue this idea of self and of individual? Well, I'm going to call this one Fred. Okay, cool. And now that's my context of thought. And so we came up with context and context switching. Well, this is all computer science topics here. And this continuation in the context of Fred as we continue the thoughts that Fred has. We're all consciousness. And once we understand that it's just a different context, and through meditation, through focus, through dharana, through dhyana, we can achieve the samadhi, this unity with what we wish to. We can tap into the context of Fred. This is a part of our psychic abilities. And that's the simplicity of it. And since everything is here and now, I can tap into Fred. There's Fred right here. And I can pull out whatever it is out of Fred. I can pull out Fred's light language. Interesting language, Fred. And I can pull out thoughts from Fred. What am I going to cook for dinner? I think, yes, something with chickpeas and a curry and basmati rice. Good job, Fred. Seems pretty healthy. Oh, you're going to put in some spinach in there? Nice, nice. Sounds pretty tasty. Anyway, with focus, we can observe, achieve unity, samadhi, with the idea of the focus, but allowing it to happen, going beyond our perception, being able to tap into somebody else's energy and pull thoughts out of their head. That's an allow. That's a Shakti feature. But by focusing, and it's not the, I'm going to focus. No, it's we set our intention to focus. And just continue that intention. It's simple. Which is why we're practicing the meditate. Because only by breathing and relaxing can we notice that we're focused and we're not thinking of those things, which is the reinforcement to continue to meditate, which is the reinforcement to continue to allow our inner being to speak. As a Reiki practitioner or an energy worker, doesn't have to be Reiki, as we place our hands, we start to get information. And as we develop, the more information we get, it goes beyond the belief of our conscious mind, some of this information that we're getting. After conversations of our sessions, they get confirmed. We learn quickly, was that my ego and my conscious mind that fed me that information? Because I didn't, it is so if we don't get confirmation from our client, the recipient. And if the recipient, the client brings up, Oh, well, I felt an energy change here, and I noticed how you went there, and I didn't tell you to go there. I didn't tell you there was a problem there, but you went there out of sequence, and you started treating it. And at the beginning, a Reiki practitioner just says, well, I felt the need to go there, and so I placed my hands there. And then the confirmation of that was this conversation. And then it goes inside the conscious mind and the belief system of the Reiki practitioner. Maybe I'll listen to that more. And as we as humans get past this, I need to understand everything. We're uncorking or unscrewing the valves of all the possibilities of where we can get information. And then maybe we start paying attention to it. Instead of paying attention to what our eyes see, what our ears hear, what our hands feel, what the rest of our body feels, what I can smell, what I can taste, outside of these five senses. And the worst offender of all, our cognitive mind. I'm only going to pay attention to things that I understand. Yes, 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 yes. No, does not compute, does not compute, does not compute. So we summarily reject it. Well, maybe you take energy working, that you'll learn, oh, maybe it doesn't have to compute here. Does it compute here? And when this is what Om Ahum is all about, listening to the Ah is the heart. Listening to the wisdom that the heart is telling you, besides the conscious mind, which is really part of the heart. But this brain thing, part of the physicality, it's magical though. Trust me, it's magical. But the heart mind is way more powerful than this neural network up here. It can help utilize the physical aspects of it. So this power of the Shakti, beyond our understanding, we don't want to really understand it. If we just see it as what is possible, what can I do? Can I do that? By going beyond the limitations that we have, that we set ourselves up, beyond the limitations of this physicality, beyond the limitations of our mind, to the possibilities of what is possible in this universe. By first saying, is it? And then saying, I hope it is. And then thinking, maybe it is. And then thinking, show me. Show me how I can do this. And by focusing on it, and then the feeling of, it is possible. And then reinforcing the feeling, I feel that. Yes, it is possible. How possible is it? Continuing that focus, and then you feel the energy building of it. You feel your excitement building of it. This is your confirmation that not only is it possible, continuing that right there is what's going to bring it to you. It is what will make it possible. It is what will make it. It is what will create it. That is manifestation and creation. When we're at the apex of our Great Pyramid, this is much easier to understand, because all you're doing at that point is focusing, and you understand we're focusing. Our monkey mind is the opposite of focus. It is, oh, look at that, and look at that, and look at that, and look at that. And just imagine that you have little laser energy guns, everything that you think of, and anytime you change your mind, it's like, pew, 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 sending energy there, going, attract there, coalesce energy there, coalesce energy there, coalesce energy there. And when we meditate, we're coalescing energy here. We're attracting energy here. Well, depending how empty we get to that state of, I'm not attracting anything. And once we reinforce that state, what can we focus? Can I focus on Fred? Can I focus on what is it that I wish to create? It is only limited by your imagination. But let's not take my word for it. Let us ask our inner being. As I invite you to relax. Whether you lie down, whether you sit or sit in seated meditation, there is no right, there is no wrong. There's only comfort and ease. As we get more easy, the ease allows our natural state. Now let us focus our awareness on our breath as we begin to slowly lengthen and deepen our breath. As we become more aware of the sound of our breath. As we notice the sound of our in-breath. And how it's different from the sound of our out-breath. As we notice the cool air of our in-breath. As we notice the warm air of our out-breath. As we feel how it feels to breathe in. As we feel how it feels to breathe out. Breathing in the possibilities. And breathing out the confidence. Breathing in the possibilities of Om. Sitting with those possibilities in the Ah. Exhaling our confidence with Hum. Breathing in the possibilities. Sitting with those possibilities in our heart. The Ah. Breathing out the essence of who we are, the Hum. Breathing in. it. And radiating our true essence outward. Breathing in the Om. Sitting with that, the so in our heart. Breathing out, Om. Breathing in the wisdom of Om. Sitting with that wisdom in the soul of our heart as we sow these seeds of this wisdom without doing a thing. As we breathe out, that we are that. Breathing in Om. Sitting with So. Breathing out Om. Breathing in the universe. Sitting with that. Breathing out the realization, I am the universe. Breathing in. Sitting with it. Breathing out. Breathing in the prana. Allowing it to nurture us. And breathing out the prana. Breathing in the prana. Sitting with the nurturing. Breathing out how it nurtured us. Now let us focus our awareness on our heart center. For in our heart center is the home of our holy fire. And our holy fire is the source of our bright light. And every breath that we take with intention fans the flames of our holy fire and brightens our already bright light. And this holy fire is the holy fire from the highest source of consciousness, where there is no individual, there is no me. Where there is only total acceptance, which is peace, which is tranquility, which is holy fire, which is unconditional love. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of names for God. Prana. And this total acceptance always respects free will, the free will of thought, the free will of action, including the free will to think as you think, to believe what you wish to believe, to believe in contrast, to believe in alignment, to believe in the physicality is nourishing and is real, or to believe that prana and consciousness is real. There are no conditions to this acceptance. There is no conditions to this unconditional love. All of this is inside our heart center. Now let us take these ideas. Let us take this holy fire, this prana, this nourishment, and let us bring it down through the chakras. Let us bring the holy fire down into Manipura, the solar plexus chakra, sharing the ideas from the highest source of consciousness. Sharing these total accepting thoughts and unconditional love. Sharing the power of the true Shakti, or the true power of the Shakti, with Manipura, with our ideas of intention, with our ideas of willpower, with our ideas of joy, with our ideas of what we can create. Moving this holy fire, this true power of the Shakti, down into Svadhisthana, our sacral chakra, sharing the true power of the Shakti. Sharing with our ideas of our emotions, sharing it with our ideas of pleasure, with our ideas of creativity, moving this holy fire down into Muladhara, the root chakra, sharing the true power of the Shakti with our ideas of foundation, with our ideas of survival, with our ideas of stability, sharing them with our ideas of fear and doubt, and sharing them with the fears and doubts as well. Moving this holy fire down into Vasundhara, the soul star chakra, the earth star chakra, sharing the true power of the Shakti with our root system, from where we get our nourishment. Sharing with our ideas of what is nourishing and where our roots are placed. Offering higher value places to place our roots. Moving whatever roots are ready to be placed into the heart. Moving this holy fire down through the root system, down, 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 deep into the heart of Gaia, wrapping these roots around the heart of Gaia, giving her a great big hug, and sharing the true power of the Shakti. And bringing back her grounded love, along with her wisdom, which is also aligned with the true power of the Shakti. That everything is possible. That we are made of spirit. We are this highest source of consciousness. And a gentle reminder that we are not made of this earth, this water, this fire, this air, nor are we made of the space in between any of these elements. We are consciousness itself. As we collect and raise this energy with the power of the Shakti, let us elevate this energy, combining and merging along the way, and merging into Vasundhara. Unifying all these energies and ideas with the true power of the Shakti. Stabilizing, balancing, harmonizing, and aligning with the true power of the Shakti. Elevating this combined energy and merging it into Muladhara. Unifying all these energies and ideas with the power of the Shakti. Stabilizing, balancing, harmonizing, aligning with the true power of the Shakti. Elevating this combined energy and merging into Svadhisthana. Unifying all these energies and ideas with the true power of the Shakti. Stabilizing, balancing, harmonizing, aligning with the true power of the Shakti. Elevating this collective energy and merging into Manipura, unifying all these energies and ideas with the true power of the Shakti. Stabilizing, balancing, harmonizing, aligning with the true power of the Shakti. Elevating this combined energy and merging into Anahata, our heart center. Unifying all these energies and ideas with the true power of the Shakti. Stabilizing, balancing, harmonizing, aligning with the true power of the Shakti, and expanding this heart-centered consciousness with the true power of the Shakti, ascending this collective consciousness and merging into Vishuddha, sharing the ideas, sharing the true power of the Shakti with our ideas of truth, with our ideas of sound, of vibration, with our ideas of space. Unifying all these energies and ideas with the true power of the Shakti. Stabilizing, balancing, harmonizing, aligning with the true power of the Shakti. Elevating this combined energy and merging it into Anya, our third eye chakra. Sharing the true power of the Shakti with our ideas of intuition, of insight, with our ideas of illusion, with our ideas of separation. Sharing the ideas with our ideas of duality and contrast. Unifying all these energies and ideas with the true power of the Shakti. Stabilizing, balancing, harmonizing, aligning with the true power of the Shakti, expanding our insight and intuition, expanding our awareness with the true power of the Shakti, elevating this collective energy and merging into Sahasrara, our crown chakra, sharing the true power of the Shakti with our ideas of consciousness, with our ideas of thought and the power of thought, with our ideas of attachment, along with sharing the true power of the Shakti with the respect that it is already perfect. Unifying all these energies and ideas with the true power of the Shakti. Stabilizing, balancing, harmonizing, aligning with the true power of the Shakti. Expanding our lotus of awareness with the true power of the Shakti. Ascending this collective consciousness and merging into Vyapini, the soul star chakra, the goddess who is everywhere. Sharing the true power of the Shakti with our ideas of everything, with our ideas of what is possible, with our ideas of allowing and what we allow, with our ideas of our connection with spirit, with our ideas of our connection to everything. Unifying all these energies and ideas with the true power of the Shakti. Stabilizing, balancing, harmonizing, aligning with the true power of the Shakti. Allowing awareness to simply be. As we begin with chanting Aum, which is simply Om, stretched into its three sound components. Ah for the heart, Oo for the root, for embodying and savoring. A breath in for Om, Aum, and a breath in to chant Om Ahum 108 times. Om Ahum, Om Ahum, Om Shayoko hayeti kasaya kitora hatuna urosha asane kiara hosha hawa karitsana hasuyo toro hotona hawashi kasatara nehegoro utoro hachatu katana hitora kasatata harishoyo toro kanwaya harosho uyo toro unakusha hisuya kariso hochato taharnoyati kutar siki chodoro hanokai atora shana yesoya hatata karasha yesa koroto uhunato rakashanoya isa tata karahasana heko horahane hesa utara arahane hesa takarhasu utoro hoshana kohayata atarane he arakashana yeso yotorta utatarayana hasuya atu toro hoshayo kiso titiariata hanayaga atatar hashana hukoro Shuhyo Torah Hanoya Atata Harhatana Pratyahara so Utoro unahawa Katutoro hanuka shahiti tira Kase kitiara hasuna Atara kariso no hukuro Utoro honatu horhosha yato Kase hekatiti hariatua Kotoro hanatura kahasane hekiara hatara Utoro unahokota harahana Oroto ohosha atara kanaharta Utarisa nahoyacha utoro Arahana hekoa Kotoro hanatura kahe Harahashana he toro hokanohota Atar haneheko shaweko horaha Asuhu kutoro hotana hayara Utoro ora hanaheraha Karasaneheko utoro hanatora hakawaha Arano hokoro Atar haranahetara Utoro atanahatakara Kotaro shoyokora hatuta anahoshay Satata atatkara shana koro Aroto uta arhashaya ata arkanahayata Om Ahum Om Ahum Om Ahum Om Ahum Om Sakitara Nasa hakato hoshaeza Atoro una hotoro haka Kaprasana hekawa Katarhana Harata ekoha Otoro hano yerda Karase hekitara tohana Kotoro utara Kisono hachiaria rakaye Atoro hukonora teeta Atoro urshana hukuro Isa katara ineariata Oroto osha hata karasa hekwa Utoro utana hakwa Karata asana heketiara Kotoro una atakarate itarata Utoro una hakucha hatara Utoro utanaha Kasahkatar anahaka itarata Utoro hanautoro katura Karasana hekara Atoro una hakusho yotorota Harata anahekucharote Harana hekatar hushoyotora Korata hushoyotora Harata una Kotoro una hawashi kotara anahasukaha Alatina hatara hushoyotora hana Haroto utohorusho uyotohorha Katar hana hekotarti Haroto horshuno hotoro kara Haradana heka Asuhukotoro hana Atoro chaya kanarora Haroto utoro anahakara Harda Ura Urhashuya Nasahekatara Uchahakotora Anukotora Hata Harata E Kataharsanaheto Utora Urtanaheti Karisanahayata Ticharo Tora Hata Harto Utano Ashaya Kiatara Atita Harhanahekaha Harto Ushana Hokotora Hatota Kasehni Ariarana Chukotura ini Aria Sakatati Araha Arocho Utana Mahiariata Harata Aha Kasuno Hokoto Urahatotaha Harashana Hekiti Ariata Hatoto Urahna Kuatar Unahasucha Atata Arhana Kuutara Gitar Tanahata A breath in for Aum. When you are ready, invite in a being of higher consciousness, of higher vibration, or simply just spend time with your inner being. Sharing wisdom, sharing higher vibration that's aligned with who we are, or more aligned with our inner being. Allowing awareness to simply be. clarity. With heartfelt gratitude, let us thank the being or beings for sharing their energy, for sharing wisdom, for sharing time. As we bid them farewell, we can always see them anytime in the future. As we prepare to chant our second phase, reaching into spirit, as we transition with Aying, which is simply Aing, the Bij mantra, the seed sound of abundance. As we plant these seeds of abundance in our heart, Tiaranaha Sotoro Ayakaha Tariata. And simply aim stretched into its three sound components. Ah for the heart. E for the crown. Ing for resonation with the universe, inviting in the true abundance of the universe. And then continuing by chanting So Hung 36 times. A breath in for Aying. And a breath in to chant. So Hung. 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 So A breath in for Aying. Aying. When you are ready, slowly bring awareness back to the here and now. Maybe invite in some gentle movements. Welcome energies back into your body. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes and welcome in the new now. Hututa ata arhashane ikiarataha. Sotor anahusha artakashi isyayakana atu hartartinira harusha oko ota ata hisanyaryaranahasa kotorata. Everything has changed. Everything has changed. Congratulations, my friends. We have completed day number 69 of being this blissful existence, illuminating and nurturing grace. Our growth with gratitude. Gentle reminder to be easy on ourselves during meditation, at all times. We all make mistakes. Just let it go and pick up with the next chant, with the next breath. We can tell when my conscious mind is involved in the chanting and the breathing because I make mistakes. And when my inner being is in control of my breath and the chanting, it's flawless. As we let it go, we're not bringing the past with us, and we're fully present in the present moment. We're fully in this now, the magicalness of our inner being. With that, I encourage you to journal about your experience. Whatever's relevant for you, it doesn't matter how it comes out. It could be, I didn't like Will's voice today, or it was hard for me to get comfortable. It doesn't matter how it starts. Maybe once you start, it starts to flow from here. But then I settled in. And there were times that Om Ahum felt so rich. And there's times that it felt just okay. And there's sometimes that the Om brought in wisdom. And when I sat with this being, the being I sat with was Fred. And Fred shared wisdom with me. For the first time in a long time, I didn't actually cry during this meditation, experiencing the tears of bliss. Whatever it is that you experienced, Don't judge it. Just write it. Let it flow. Niyarasa ayako utara. Who knows at some future point in time that it becomes relevant? Maybe all these capturings will become a book for you. With that, I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss. So shine on from your inner being, with your inner being, as your inner being, and make it a great day. Because why? Why, oh why would you leave it up to anyone else? Hisa na takarataha.